How's it going, guys? It's been a really long time. Today's March 10th, 2016, and I just passed my 4 years on testosterone, and I haven't made a video since a year and a half, I believe. So it's been a while. Um, Everything's good. Uh, I've just been pretty busy, and then whenever I would realize that I had passed like a certain milestone, I'd forget to make a video, and I didn't want to make one just like randomly. Um, so yeah, this time I remembered finally. As you can tell, my beard has started coming in more. It gets very full, with the exception of like there. I mean, it's finally growing more, like there, um, but very thick, um, and on the redder side. So that's great. And my mustache has filled in more, just not as much in the middle, but looks good. I can start doing. I'm able to do the handlebar if I grow it out longer. I recently cut it just because I never bought any wax. It's a pain in the ass to eat anything without getting your mustache all dirty. Um, One of the main reasons why I've been so busy is I have a girlfriend and been with her for almost, or yeah, been with her for a little over 2 years now. And things have been going really great. I told her about myself about maybe 2 weeks into the relationship, something like that. Um, and it's been fine. Um, yeah, I don't, things just they worked out well, personality wise, and she accepted me for who I am, um, and we haven't looked back since, I guess. Um, yeah, actually, I'm hoping to move in with her in the next few months, once I graduate college, because that's another reason why I've been so busy. That's just been dominating my life, for the past year and a half, and this is my last semester. I just need to write a thesis, 30-page thesis, in order to graduate. So yeah, but I lived in the dormitories last year, and um, I wanted to live by myself, but that's obviously way too expensive. And so I lived with this guy, and he was just kind of a not kind of, he was a huge dick. Just not a good roommate. So, uh, I mean, I living like stealth was fine. I had to use the communal bathrooms, um, or co-ed bathrooms. So still like there's still stalls, um, and whatnot. But yeah, uh, and then just the experience of living with another guy was pretty interesting. But um, I'm pretty. I pass 110% of the time, so there was uh, nothing for concern, no cause for concern there. Um, I mean, if he started looking through my drawers, uh, you know, little bits in there, and where I have my needles and my testosterone stuff. Oh, I actually have to do my shot today. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, I'm glad that's over, and now I moved back in with my parents, so you know everything's fine there. I got a job at Starbucks, which apparently I've seen a lot of trans guys have jobs there. I am not out there either. I'm very much stealth there, um, and it's been going great. I've been there for like 9 months or so now, and it's all been good. Um, let's see. Obviously, I started to talk about the facial hair. Um, I think my hairline's growing or like receding more, but I'm not. I can't really tell anymore. All I know is it's a lot farther back than when I started, but I already knew that. Um, in terms of my weight loss and stuff. At one point, I had lost 30 pounds, and I was starting to get really on track, and everything was looking up. And then I got my girlfriend, and just things. You know, you go out to restaurants, and it's harder to squeeze in a workout. It's harder to count calories when she's cooking for you. So I mean, it's all delicious. It's just I couldn't. I don't want to like measure how much stuff she's using. You know, I think that's just a little annoying. Um, but yeah, so I've been trying. It's harder to stick to a certain schedule, but hopefully it'll come around. I am also 3 month. No, sorry. I'm over 3 years post-op for my post-op surgery. Wait a second. Yeah, so hairy chest. Scars have definitely gone down, but they're still very like. Even though they're faint, you can still obviously tell, and they're hard to. I don't know. I don't like. What do you say when someone asks you, like, are those scars there? I'm like, obviously, yeah, but like, they're gonna want to ask from what, and um, usually I say like lung problems or something like that when I was in high school, but usually after that they just kind of stop asking. Um, at first I wanted to say something like cancer, but that was way too extreme, and never told anybody that, so that's good. Um, yeah, I was really looking into getting the phalloplasty. Um, I live pretty close to Dr. Crane, and you know, I do, I think I do still want it, but um, being with my girlfriend has made me um, a lot more comfortable with myself. You know, things that I didn't appreciate or didn't find, like pleasurable or enjoyable. Um, she gave me some self confidence, and acceptance and love, and so that's really been helpful. And with the hysterectomy, I do want that eventually, but there was always the question of like whether to save, like the eggs or not. And you know, this was, at this time I was like 20. Um, so this was last year, and no, 2014. And I don't know. I just that's when you start talking about kids, it's a little harder, um, because I do want them, and I would very much like that it would be like my DNA, just pass on those genes and whatnot. But you know, keeping the eggs was pretty expensive, and I wanted to keep my options open, so I figured I'd just kind of push it off. But by not having the hysterectomy, I need to see the gynecologist, and I have not. So that's definitely on the list, pretty far back. I don't give it much thought unless I have to, and it's becoming more and more um, on my mind just to have the checkup, but um, obviously very very uncomfortable, and yeah, but we'll see. I think that's about it. Oh, uh, obviously being 4 years, I've had quite a bit of experience with this. Not as much as a lot of other guys, but a decent amount. And so lately, actually, two of my girlfriend's friends have come out as trans, female to male. And so I have personally come out to them, just to them, to tell them my story and offer them any sort of advice or support. So it's interesting, kind of finally coming out a little, and obviously I don't want them to tell everybody else, but um, I felt like I should put myself out there for them, you know, because if they need help or whatnot. Yeah. All right. I think I've covered most of what I wanted to say. Yeah. All right. Hope everybody's doing well. Hopefully, I'll make another video semi soon. If not, I apologize, but um, my trans status has just not been as present because most like I'd have to say like 95% of the changes have already occurred, and I've just adjusted well in my life as a man. So I just don't think about it as much. But you know, if you guys have any questions or whatnot, you know, just comment below. Try to get back to you. And yeah, all right, guys. Have a good rest of your day. I'll see you when I see you.